Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't going to be an especially long video because I'm already in Las Vegas, Nevada for the weekend. I'm about to go out for the evening with my wife and the members of the Figure 4 Wrestling Observer Empire and have a good time at Dick's Last Resort. So if you watch this video and it's not too late, maybe you can come over there and say hello to the whole wacky gang. But I want to talk about what happened in the main event really quick. It was an interesting card. I'll give you all those results before I finish this video. There was some good stuff. Mark Munoz reestablished that he's the Filipino wrecking machine. Tim Kennedy out-grappled Roger Gracie. So we'll get into that in a minute. But you want to know about the main event, because that's what everybody's going to be talking about at Dick's tonight. That's what everybody's going to be talking about at the water cooler on Monday. You know this. I know this. So here's what happened. The clown got clowned. Anderson Silva was goofing off. It was like the Damian Maia fight all over again. He was dancing around the cage. He was dropping his hands. He was doing a jig. He was baiting him like, come on, come to me. Come on, hit me. And finally, he started pretending to be knocked out. He pretended that Chris Weidman was landing punches, only Chris Weidman actually landed one. He hit him with a left hook. Anderson dropped like a ton of bricks. Weidman jumped right on him. Boom, 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 boom. And Herb Dean ran over there, and Anderson Silva was so out of it that he tried to single leg Herb Dean. He had no idea where he was or what happened to him. So by knockout at 1 minute and 18 seconds of round 2, Chris Weidman is your new UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world. And if you didn't think this was going to happen, you need to go back and watch my Wrestling Observer interview with him in January at UFC on Fox 6 in Chicago. I asked Weidman what it was going to take, how he'd get Anderson Silva, what he would do if he finally got that chance, and he got it, he took advantage of it, and he finished him in spectacular fashion. Anderson didn't even seem to want any part of a rematch. And Joe Rogan kept asking him, are you retired? Are you done? And he kept saying things like, mixed martial arts changed my life. Mixed martial arts changed my family's life. And he said, well, it sounds like you don't want to fight anymore. And Anderson wouldn't outright say he was retired, but he doesn't seem to want that rematch. So maybe time will change his mind, maybe money. I don't know what it'll take, but will we see Anderson Silva fight for the title again? Well, he's 38 years old. That's a little old by mixed martial arts standards, but he didn't look slow out there. He just looked cocky. He looked overconfident. And he's looked that way before, and it's always worked out for him. This time, it didn't. After 6+ years, he is no longer UFC's middleweight champion. So I'm going to do my rankings for Wrestling Observer for the UFC.com rankings board a little bit later tonight, because right now I want to go out and celebrate with the rest of the Empire. But really quick, here are those other results. Frankie Edgar defeated Charles Oliveira. Unanimous decision, 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27. The third round really made the difference because Edgar started putting a whooping on him late in the fight. As noted, Tim Kennedy out-grappled Roger Gracie, picked up a 3-round decision, 2 30-27s and a 29-28. Mark Munoz defeated Tim Bosch, and this was the wackiest scoring. He got a 30-26, a 30-27, and a 29-28. Was one of those rounds 10-8? Maybe. I'll have to rewatch that fight and decide it. And in the only other finish of the main pay-per-view card, Cub Swanson TKO'd Dennis Seaver 224 into the third round. Interesting prelim fights on FX. Andrew Craig defeated Chris Lieben in a very close fight, 29-28, 28-29, and 30-27. I had Craig winning, but I could see it going Chris Lieben's way, and so could a lot of people that were commenting on it on Twitter, so I wasn't surprised by a split decision. Norman Park from Tough Smashes defeated Kazuki Tokudume 30-27 times 2 and 29-28. And the first two fights of the FX card really got things off to a great start because Gabriel Gonzaga just smoked Dave Herman 17 seconds into the first round, cleaned his clock, won by TKO. And Edson Barboza defeated Rafael Oliveira by TKO at 1:44 of the second round. He kicked him so damn hard that he couldn't stand up anymore, and the fight was waved off. My legs hurt just watching Barboza throw those kicks. And on Facebook, this was bonused onto the FX broadcast. Brian Melicone defeated Seth Basinski with a second left to go in the first round, knocked him out so hard that the fight was waved off and could not continue. The unaired fight, or maybe, and right now it may be airing on pay-per-view, I don't know because I'm about to leave. Mike Pierce defeated David Mitchell by TKO 255 into round 2. But really the story of the night, you know it, I know it. This is what you're going to be talking about at the water cooler. Anderson Silva clowned his opponent and paid the price. That's all there is to say.